Hey guys, Nagraj here and welcome you all for this series of learning C programs. This series is of learning programming with C Lab, and the prerequisites for this course or for this series are knowledge of computer operations, and the course objectives of this course are apply the specification of syntax rules for numerical constants and variables and data types. Then usage of arithmetic operator, conditional operator, logical operator and relational operators and other C constructs, and write C programs using decision making, branching and loop constructs. Apply and write C programs to implement one-dimensional and two-dimensional arrays, and also writing programs using functions. So in this series we have 15 experiments, and here we are writing the C programs for each of these problem definitions. The first one is write a program to swap the values of two variables without using third variable. Then the second one is write a program to find the smallest or largest of three numbers using if-else condition. Then the third one is write a program to calculate the roots of a quadratic equation using switch. Then the fourth experiment is to write a C program for sum and reverse of a given integer using while loop. Then the fifth experiment is to write a C program to detect the Armstrong numbers in 3 digits from 100 to 999 using do while loop. Then the sixth experiment is to write a C program to check whether the given number is prime or not using for loop. Then we have seventh experiment to find the number of and sum of all integers greater than 100 and less than 200 that are divisible by 7 using for loop. Then the eighth experiment is to calculate factorial of a given number using function. Then the ninth experiment we are learning and we are writing a C program to find the greatest common divisor of two numbers using function. Then the 10th experiment is we have to write a C program to search for a given number in an array. Then the 11th experiment is to find the transpose of a given matrix. Then the 12th experiment is we have to write a C program for performing addition of two matrices. Then the 13th experiment is we have to write a C program to create a structure with employee details and display the same. Then 14th experiment is write a C program to process student structure containing roll number, class and age as members. The program must read 5 students record in an array of structure and display the details of a student who is eldest. Use a function to find the eldest for which array of structure is an argument. And finally, the last experiment of this series or in this lab is we have to write a C program to demonstrate hash defined function. So we will learn how to write the programs, C programs for each of these problem definitions. But Before going to writing the C programs for each of these problem definitions, let me brief you about what is C programming. So, what is C programming? C programming is a general purpose, high level language which was developed at Bell Labs by Dennis Ritchie to develop Unix operating system. And C has a well defined structure and is also very easy to learn. It was invented to write a operating system called Unix. Operating system is nothing but it is a program which performs the computer operations, and it is most widely used programming language, and it is also used to write operating systems, compilers, interpreters, assembler, and editors, and also databases. Then, how to write C programs? C programs can be written and executed in both Linux and Windows operating system. The name of the program file must be saved with an extension .c. Like text files, we write and we save with a .txt extension. Programs can be written in any text editors or with the help of IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment. So we'll go for the first experiment or the first problem definition, that is we have to write a C program to swap the values of two variables without using third variable. So let us begin with the first experiment, and for writing these programs I'm making use of an online compiler here, that is so here I'm going to write the program for, as I have mentioned here, this is for command line. So the first program is write a program to swap the values of two numbers variables without using third variable. So the code is hash include stdio.h, then main, and I'm taking here two variables int a comma int b for storing two values, and then printf to print a statement, output statement, and to give the input values I'm taking one printf statement and I'm just modifying it as input. And each and every line in C program ends with a semicolon. Then we have one more printf statement here. It is for enter the values for A and B, and to take it in the new line, to print it in the new line, just using /n as a new line character. Then scanf, to read A and B we have to use scanf statement %d that indicates A and B are integer values, because we have declared A and B as integers. A comma ampersand B, that ampersand and symbol indicates that the address of A and address of B. From that location we are reading the values of A and B. Then we have one more printf statement, that is printf. So after giving the values of A and B we need to swap it. So after swapping we will get the result, that is output. Then and I'm going to print the values of A and B first, that is before swapping. So printf before swapping printf A and B, that is A equal to percentage %d, that is an integer value. Then B equal to %d, again an integer value, comma A comma B, and end with semicolon. So this is before swapping. Then we need to print after swapping, right? And for that purpose I have to use one more printf statement here, printf after swapping the values of A and B. What will be the values A and B after swapping? So before printing this after swapping statement, what I'll do, I'll be performing some operations for swapping, that is A equal to A plus B, then B equal to A minus B, then A equal to A minus B. This is how the swapping takes place. That is, assume that if A equal to some value here, if you consider A equal to, just as an example here, A equal to 20 and B equal to 30, that is A plus B is equal to A plus B, that is A is 20, B is 30, so totally it will be equal to 50. Then now A is 50, this a variable is having value 50. Then in the next statement we have the next operation, that is b equal to a minus b, that is 50 minus b is how much, 30. So now b's value is 20. Then after we have a equal to a minus b, that is a is 50. Now a is 50, 50 minus b is how much, b is 20. So b equal to a equal to, now a become 30. So this is how the swapping takes place from a to b. Before, initially a was 20, b was 30. After performing these three operations, it will be a will be 30 and b will be 20. So after performing these operations, and we need to print the values of a and b, then printf. So a equal to percentage d, that is an integer value, then b equal to percentage d comma a comma b. So this is how the operation takes place for swapping. After writing this program, will execute and will see the output. So here I'll run and check the output of this program. For that, click on the run button, and here you'll get the output of this program. So what is the output here is, there is an error, that is expected identifier or before token, there is something missing. So what is missing here is has include stdio.h. The missing thing is printf. Just a minute. So this was the error here, that is I have added the one more bracket here, that is flower bracket. So this I have to remove and run it again. So click on run button, then you'll get undefined reference to printf. So the mistake is here, that is printf, it should be small p. So then click on run now. Yes, input and enter the values for a and b. Enter value for a equal to 20, then b equal to 30, then hit the button enter. See here, the output we are getting is here, that we entered enter the value of for a and b. A equal to 20, b equal to 30, that is a equal to before swapping. So what I have to do here, I'll take here slash n, then I'll run it once again. So I'll enter a equal to 20, b equal to 30, then enter. After that you can see here the output. A is 20, that is a is 20, b is 30. This is before swapping. After swapping, the value of a and b are interchanged. A equal to 30 and b equal to 20. This is how the swapping takes place of two variables without using third variable. If you are having any doubts in this, please do ask your queries. Thanks for watching.